So welcome back to some more of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, where last time we made our way over to Great Bay and unfortunately witnessed the demise of Mikau. But in exchange, we were now allowed to transform into him. That's kind of gruesome. And this time, we are going over to, well, out of this place. There's really nothing left for us here. Yeah. It's sad, the Zora Hall doesn't really have anything going for it. I mean, you have the band members here, but that's about it. There's not much to this place. It's kind of sad. Also, I'm taking like the weirdest way out of here, but it's fine. So, actually, I actually did not want to be out here. I got the wrong coast. I actually wanted to be where Lulu was, because we are going to be investigating about those Zora eggs this time, because, well, that's probably a good thing to investigate about. Question is, where the crap is that? I guess it's at, down here, if I had to remember right. Considering that it's been like a week since I last played. I guess it didn't really matter where I went, but this is a lot easier to get out of. I don't have to deal with the like. So, where do we need to go? The game doesn't really tell you all that well, to be honest with you. It's one of those screw you, stupid freaking thing. Yeah, those things are annoying. Weirdly, we do have to go north, but not of here. We have to go north in actual Great Bay area, like where the owl statue is. So, this is like one of the weird points of the game where it actually doesn't really tell you where you need to go. It just tells you, hey, there's things happening, but yeah, you gotta figure out where it is. But yeah. So back over to the Great Bay coast, we want to go directly north. You can see on the map that there's like a weird little exit to the north, and that's where we gotta go. This part of the story is kind of a weird one. They try to make it a little bit more of a puzzle than actually story progression. It's not like Snow Peak or Snowhead. Was it Snowhead? Snow Peak? I get the two confused. They name things too similarly. I think it's Snowhead. But anyways, it's not like that where it was pretty straightforward about where we need to go and what we need to do. But here, it's not too bad considering Great Bay is actually not that big of an area. We're going to head over to the north here, and you can see some barricades. I think these are actually easier to see in the 3DS version. And we just want to guess which one is the correct one. Okay, yeah, you actually have to dive into these. So you just turn around. I think it's you? Nope. That just sucks. It's got... As much as I was praising the Zora suit... Zora suit? Yeah, a flesh suit. As much as I was praising it last episode, it is hard to control when you're not used to it. But that's the fun of it. When you get used to it, it's great. Welcome to Pirate's Fortress. And oh boy, this place is friggin' big. So, we definitely want to have the stone mask. I never really got into what this thing does. It basically makes it to where enemies can't really see you, at least most enemies. Some enemies can still see you, but not all of them. And that one of those enemies that aren't able to see you are the Gerudos here. Yeah, I get the return of Gerudos of all people. Can't talk to them, I don't think. Can I talk to you? No, I cannot. Okay. So we're basically just taking this boat ride on over for free. The stone mask is actually an interesting bit too, because you would not have this just yet in the 3DS version. That guard, I think, instead gives you a heart piece or a bottle. I didn't have it in my notes, but he gives you something else for your... Actually, no, he's not even in that area. He's actually in a whole different area. He still gives you the reward. It's just he's not there in the 3DS version. They actually make this place a little harder in the 3DS version because, again, you don't have the stone mask. So, once we are done with that, I want to go over here, and we have a platform to go and hit as Goron Link. So, Bottasayam opens the way forward. So just be careful with the Gerudo pirates here, because, yeah, if they see you, you're done. You get kicked out. So, but as long as we're under the water, we should be pretty fine. I want to see what this chest is all about down here. I believe these chests around here are just rupees? I want to guess that they're just rupees. 20 bucks. Better than nothing, I guess. There's 3 of them in total. Might as well grab them since they're right here. We're not pressed for time or anything like that. Weirdly, there's no like time-based things we have to deal with for a little bit, so it's actually pretty nice that we don't have to worry about it too much. If I can land, that would be nice. There we go. Zoras have difficulty opening chests. So, I'm guessing all of these are just 20 bucks. But, I mean, 60 bucks in the bottom of the sea, I guess you could say. Screw these stupid bony dudes. I hate those things. Anyways, in the corner is another chest. What do you have? Yep, 20 bucks. Not too bad. Alright, camera, please. That is one nice thing I do like in the 3DS version is that it takes advantage of the little right eraser stick thing that I like to call it. And turns it into an extra camera. Or, I guess just turns it into the camera. But we're now within the fortress, and I am gonna... Oh, you are not bony fish. Never mind. You don't have a map in here, so do be careful about that. Just bonk through this, and... Yeah, you got some underwater puzzles that are kind of annoying, to be honest with you. I don't know if I wanted to push that. Actually, there's no point in pushing that away. Well, I'll push it away for right now and see if I need to do anything. I want to punch! Do I really have to... I do have to dive into it. So I would say that this area in particular is probably where the Majora, or the 3DS version shines a little bit. Did I want to push that forward? Yes, I did. Okay. Simply because Zora Link is pretty hard to control in the N64 version. He goes really fast, very quickly. So, I guess the nerfs are fine in that respect, but honestly, man, I'm just gonna say skill issue because it feels too good, man. The N64 version just feels great to just zip through the water. And then you play the 3DS version and you're like barely swimming. And you have to have the stupid magic to even do that, and I just went in a circle. Oh, I can't get that just yet, okay. So heading further up, quite literally, you do want to be careful in areas... Oh god, no, stop. What are you doing, Zora Link? Oh my god. You do want to be careful in an area like this, because... What is happening? I am not pressing B or anything like that. I'm trying to get him to swim. Okay. There. You want to actually dive down here. You see that current? That current will actually yeet you out of this place, and you have to do this all over again. So, don't do that. Just make sure you're paying attention. I did not mean to move forward. Make sure you're paying attention to where those currents are going, because they are quite a pain if you get kicked out. So, through here, I guess we'll just go over here. And yeah, these iron barbs, they will explode if you touch them, so don't touch them. There is another ruby chest. I believe this place has a bunch of ruby chests, so pretty worth your while to empty your wallet before coming to this place. And up here, I believe, yeah, there's a heart piece behind there that we can't do just yet. Except if we run literally right up here and just destroy... I can't destroy this as Zora Link. Okay, fine. I can destroy these barrels as Goron Link and hit this switch, which opens the way. And I'm just gonna roll on in there. Easy enough. Very easy heart piece to get. And of course it closes on me. Let me back out. You suck. Alright. Done with that. Up here, actually I need to go back to Goron Link so I can destroy these barrels. Barrel. There we go. And I need arrows. I don't think I'll need Goron Link from here on, but we'll see. Shoot this. How did I not hit that? Okay, whatever. That unleashes that. I'm gonna jump down here. I think it's... Oh, there's a chest down here. I wanna... Okay, I'm more greedy about money. I wanna see what this is. Did it already close? Oh my god, it already closed. Oh, it's closing now. Okay, Zora Link, you suck. Ow. Okay. Well, at least I know where it's at, so it's not that big of a deal. If you couldn't tell, my strong suit is definitely not the Pirate's Fortress. It's very rare that you come back here. In fact, once we're done with this place, we're never coming back, as far as I remember, so... Yeah. I've only really experienced this place like twice. Once in this version and once in the 3DS version. Okay. So here, you can see that the event is going down, so we want to actually just stay to the top here. like I said, be careful with those vents, because you will get taken out of this place if you get caught in them. I've learned that the hard way. Anyways, up here. Switcheroo. That does a thing. Which I'm guessing it does not... Okay, yeah, I see what we gotta do. We want to shoot this switch. Sends up a jet stream all the way up here. Pretty nice. And yeah, you don't want to take it all the way up because you will smack into a sea mine. Alright. I'll take those arrows. Appreciate it. Climb up on here. And I believe that's the only heart piece in this place, too. If I remember right. I don't exactly remember. Lots of things I'm not remembering. And you got this weird telescope thing. Yeah, this is really just a giant Metal Gear Solid section. We want to aim towards, I believe, the middle tower here? Is this where I want to aim? Oh, okay, that's just telling us where we go. I thought it was going to be a cutscene, but yeah. That middle tower is where we need to go. So, needless to say. Alright, turn around, and yeah, you got some sea mines in the way, which we could just destroy outright. Hit that switch for a doorway. I actually have no idea where it's at. I think... Oh, it's right here. I is smart. And this takes us to the outskirts here. Now, if you think you need it, I would say do a restore point here, because if you get kicked out, you get kicked out at the very beginning and not at that doorway entrance, so... Otherwise, just stay with the stone mask. If you're playing the 3DS version, just be very careful. I'll show you an alternate method besides the stone mask, because there's some pretty cheesy things you can do here. It's pretty much just the Gerudo Fortress from Ocarina of Time, but in the water. Everything has to be in inverse on each other. So, as you can tell, these Gerudo women, they won't see us with the stone mask on. There's literally no worries of anything. But you can also... if I can aim right. Yes, you can snipe them if you so wish. It doesn't kill them, it just incapacitates them. I guess Link knows acupuncture. I don't know. It's, yeah, they just get stunned for a bit, and you don't have to worry about them as you're going around. Now, here's actually where you would find that stupid guy for the stone mask, so, yeah, 3DS players, you have to take a freaking red potion all the way over here just to get the stone mask. And again, you don't really need the stone mask, but it makes things extremely easy. Like, they cannot tell if you're a human. They don't even see you, so it really does not matter if you shoot them. I'm just shooting them for posterity's sake, because they deserve it, damn it. I believe I want to go through the top here. I believe I do. So, up here... I've been waiting for you. And did you find the rest of the eggs? No, but that's because... What are you trying to pull here? If people hear the great pirates have lost the treasure they stole, we'll become the laughing stock. Yes, but Avail. The sea is strangely murky where we were attacked by the sea snakes. Silence! That's why the Zoras can't send for any help. Now that the eggs are gone, the Zoras should be frantically searching for them. If we don't hurry, the Zoras will get to them before we do. There are 4 eggs here now. Hurry, go find the other 3 eggs before those sea snakes eat them. Understood. Wait. The Zora eggs are the only clue we have about that dragon cloud floating over the bay. If what that strange master one says is true, and if we can get our hands on the treasure that lies sleeping in the temple in that dragon cloud, then we can spend the rest of our lives living the good life. So get a move on and go find them, now. Understood. Well, at least it isn't a plan to go to Tahiti. So we got hinted about those hornets. Send the bees! Not the bees! Gotta love it. That makes all of them run away in fear of bees. And also, how the hell did a hive get down here? Just saying. So, they are gone from there, and man, it's already turning into the next day. That's just peachy. So, we want to head back. So, we actually do want to hop down here, I believe, and go through this doorway. For this takes us right where those women were. And yeah, they're gone because, well, they got scared of bees. So, we can grab this giant chest. Getting us the hook shot. Finally got to get this thing back. It's basically just, well, the hook shot from Ocarina of Time. In fact, it's more like the long shot. It's the fully upgraded version of it. Very nice to see this thing come back. I'm gonna replace that. And yeah, there's a clam. I was gonna call it a pearly clam. That's freaking Pikmin. And oh god, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Freaking hate those things. Put on the Zora tunic. Zora tunic. Yes, this is a tunic. And you're gonna need your bottles. A lot of bottles, actually. Hop down here, and hopefully this clam will not try to. No. Well, if I dive into it, it'll attack me. Jump down here and grab this. Gets us a first Zora egg. Ow. Okay, those things are mean. So yeah, make sure you don't use the eggs and all that junk for obvious reasons. I want the hook shot. I want to transform out of this. And I want to put on the stone mask for convenience sake. So, now that we've gotten that, we can actually just leave here. The rest of this is pretty simple. We're just going around collecting all the different Zora eggs that are scattered throughout this place. I believe there's 4 in total here. So, back out here. I'm going to be a bit more directive about where I'm going because this place is not exactly the easiest to traverse in. So, first things first, we want to go south of the center tower. So, south on the map. Down here. Like I said, don't worry about the Gerudo women. If you have the stone mask, they will pretty much never see you. So, we want to go over here. Can I not jump? I can't jump up there. That's unfortunate. There's some hookshot targets. That's what these little targets are referring to. And if you do get kicked out for whatever reason, there's a hookshot spot pretty conveniently at the entrance of this place, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Go to the right. I think it's... Okay, hold on. I'm just making sure, because this place is freaking complicated. I want to hop up here. And doorway on the left. So in here, it's a weirdly Metal Gear Solid type section, but again, stone mask, it doesn't really matter. Like, I understand why they would put the stone mask in this place, or in this area in the 3DS version, but yeah, it's pretty cheesy. Halt! We aren't fooled by that mask. I beg to differ, woman. It's a boss fight, and it doesn't really matter. Ow. You are a cheap. You're so cheap. If you want to, you can do a flashbang on her. Zora Link also works pretty well. Can you stop? Okay, I'm cheesing you. I cannot land a hit. Oh my god. Okay, can I hookshot you? Because you are just being a... Oh my god. I don't suck at this fight, I swear. There, Jesus. You want to get an opening and just stab. She's just not giving me a freaking opening. Let me hit you. There. You hit her enough times and she will eventually just lose her guard. She's just being freaking annoying. Just go for stabs. Stabs are the easiest thing to do against her. Yeah, there's really not much strategy. Ugh, don't think it ends here. Yeah, basically just spam attacks and you'll be fine. I think they can also get stunned by the Deku Nuts, but as you can tell, I don't freaking have any because I never have any nuts on me. This takes us to another fish tank with another Zora egg. Pretty nice indeed. I'm kind of looking for some hearts. I don't need arrows. I think arrows also stun those Gerudo women as well. So, let us hop up on the ledge here. I do recommend that for Jesus! First and foremost, I cannot freaking speak. Let's switch this out. Simply because you don't have to deal with the clam and also trying to transform while you're doing all that. I honestly just ignore the clams. They're annoying. Alright. Second egg, and I'm going to get assaulted. That's fine. Transform out. Mask on, and apparently first person's on because the C stick is freaking annoying. Peachy. Back outside. We want to go dead north on the map. Again, it may be weird about where I'm going, and also I did not want to have the arrows on. I wanted to have the hook shot. And for demonstrative purposes, there you go, yeah. The hook shot works the same as arrows when it comes to stunning the Gerudo women, so there's that. All right, and I want to go hook shot. Can I? Yes, I can. You can also land on top of these things, which is pretty nice. I want to go left up here. Go grab onto this, and go through this pathway. So, another Metal Gear section. Yeah, she literally is just gonna let you go past. Like, Stone Mask is very OP. There's other enemies that it works on too. I believe it works on Wolfos. And okay, we're fighting another Gerudo guard. Peachy, well, that was it. Wow. Okay. You were considerably easier than your sister earlier. Jesus. I'm not a fan of fighting Gerudo guards, just saying. Alright, well that was simple. That is terrifying fish, but at least we can kill those. The clams you can kill. They're not terribly hard to kill, but they're just, as I said, they're annoying. Ow. Yeah, use Magic Shield. Magic Shield is your best friend. There we go. Sail into the endless abyss. Oh, that just stuns you. Okay. Get our third egg. Like I said, this place isn't too bad. It's just annoying, and again, you don't come here terribly often. This is pretty much the only time we'll ever come back here, so another 20 bucks. Getting a lot of rupees here. All right, hoping that thing is dead and or just stunned. Or are you just straight up dead? Oh, you're just straight up dead. All right, I'll take it. All right, take this off and put on the hook shot. Alright, now from here, oh, I did not have the Stone Mask on, that would have been bad. So we want to go north on the map again, but instead of heading up to the left, you can see that there's a hook shot up to the right. That is where we need to go. It's not too bad. Like I said, it's just, when you don't come here too often, it can be quite annoying. Alright, I want to go onto this hook shot spot and stand on top of it, and turn around for another hook shot spot. I'm so glad that they basically just give you the long shot. The long shot's so good. And plus they had some fun glitchy stuff in the, well, both versions, but the 3DS version, it was really fun. Doorway. And yeah, we could just blindly rob these people. Sure, they're not gonna say anything about it. A silver rupee. I'm already maxed out on rupees. Alright. Further up ahead, I believe we want to go through here. Yep, you can see where this is going. That's as far as you go. Oh, you're pink this time. Same as the first, just stab and hope for an opening. I'm not a fan of Gerudo guards, to be honest with you. You don't fight them very often. This is the last time we'll ever fight one. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Well, so much for that. I got super lucky there. They just guard the whole time, and if you try to wait for an opening, they just guard up immediately. I'm not a fan. Also, this area right here, I want to talk about. It's really strange. It's like weirdly mechanical and all that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess this is just kind of an engine or something. I don't know. But it is cool that you have like weird mechanical fantasy when it comes to at least this game. Ocarina of Time had it a little bit too. Like, it's not purely a fantasy land. It's not like Lord of the Rings or anything. There's some futuristic elements to it. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to ditch that ferry. So yeah, I'd rather lose the ferry than come back here with a nice empty bottle, because that would just be annoying. Needless to say. All right, hopping down here. Can I? Well, I mean, it defends me from you at least. Get away from me. The way to fight those clams actually is to use the Zora boomerang. So. Zora egg in a bottle. Get the... nope, get out of here before I get assaulted. He's gonna assault me in the nether region. Nope, okay. But yeah, pretty much done here. There's no reason for us to be in the Gerudo Pirate Fortress area, like, at all. There's no reason for us to be here. So, Let's put on the ocarina. I want to soar on out of here immediately. And more specifically, over the Great Bay Coast. So, back over here, what do we do with all those eggs we just got? Well, we can go in first person. No, freaking C-stick, I swear. We can head back up here, and this guy earlier mentioned something about the Zora eggs. So, it's probably a good idea to go and talk to him about this. Also, remember that secondhand shop that we can sell stuff at? I.e. that big Poe we sold for? If you wanted to be evil, you can actually sell these Zora eggs for 20 rupees a pop. If you do that, you're a horrible person. So you. They're late. What are those Zoras doing? The eggs will die. Yes. So, we actually do want to climb up here. This is actually a ladder we can climb. And yeah, we want to bring these Zora eggs over to their rightful home. One and 3 more to go. Interestingly too, there is a way to duplicate these, making it to where you don't actually have to go and find the other 3, because there are 3 still missing. We only just grabbed the ones that the pirates had stolen, but it's weird that you can do that. If you know how to do it, it makes it a lot easier than having to go out of your way to get those last 3, but it's a 100% playthrough, and I'm not that smart to pull off a glitch like that. Plus, it's a Let's Play. Why would I be pulling off glitches? At least, not glitches that I would not do in a personal playthrough. Besides, like that gainer thing, because that's really fun to do. This is a problem. Zora eggs won't hatch unless all eggs that were that were laid at the same time are brought together. What are those Zoras doing? I don't remember exactly the voice I gave you, so I hope I was close enough. But we still need to find 3 remaining eggs, and that's out somewhere else entirely. So, I think this is a pretty good place to end things off because, well, we just did basically a mini dungeon. So, next time on The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we're going to be looking for the last 3 eggs. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.